Well, we had a good day of practice yesterday. We didn't go real heavy after giving them Sunday off. Did a lot of shooting, and then today and tomorrow we'll really concentrate on our Fresno game prep. Obviously, it's a team that's beat us twice this year. They seem to have our number, but we'll make a few adjustments, take a little better care of the ball this time than we did at their place, have Trey Kell back on the floor, and hopefully be able to beat a really good Rodney Terry team in Vegas on Thursday afternoon.
What's so tough about winning like this tournament? Because it's, I mean, basically back to back if to win it, you know?
Yeah, the thing is, there's a lot of good teams. I said this earlier in the week. I think there's 7 or 8 teams capable of winning this tournament, and it might surprise the general public. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you look at the parity in this league this year. You know, even a team like Vegas, UNLV, who struggled a little down the stretch, had a 4 or 5 game winning streak. Fresno won 5 or 6 in a row this year. Wyoming played really good basketball, had 2 players on the first team all-conference for finishing where they did. And so anybody can catch lightning in a bottle. They can get hot, and a lot of teams are capable of maybe winning this thing. And so that's what makes it so exciting from a fan standpoint, but tough from a coaching standpoint.
Are you guys capable?
Yes, we're more than capable. So, but we know how this works. I mean, it can come down to a call or two. Last year, we won our first 2 games and played Colorado State, and we had 2 block charge calls that went against us. Dakari Allen took 2 charges, and they were blocks, and it's always a 50-50 call, and it turns the game. And so when you get to a one-and-done scenario, it's somebody makes a big shot, somebody gets a charge instead of a block, and games turn like that. And so that's the excitement of March basketball, that every possession matters, and that you can either be advancing or going home on one shot, one play, and that's what makes it exciting.
What do you do as a coach to keep the momentum of the last 6 games going into the conference tournament? Because obviously you guys are the hottest team, at least right now, in the conference.
We just have to keep our energy high, you know, keep our swagger where it is. We have to believe we're good. And if we play our game, it doesn't matter what the other team does. That's the message we're delivering. So continue to play great defense, which we have the last 6 games. Take care of the ball. Don't turn it over, which we did really well against Nevada. And then keep putting the ball in our seniors' hands, in Trey Kell's and Malik Pope's hands, and good things will happen. So that's the message. And now it's easy for me to say, but I'll put it in their hands, and they'll determine whether we advance or not by the plays they make. And that's the beauty of it. It's a player's game. Coaches, we can put them in situations, but if they make plays, they make the coaches look good. And if they don't, then we go home. So we're playing real well. Malik has always played well in the conference tournament. So hopefully he will continue that trend. Trey is getting better. He's getting healthier. I think he's probably at about 85, 90% health-wise right now with his conditioning. And so if we can get those guys both playing at a high level, then the rest of the cast has proven itself. You know, Matt Mitchell and Jalen McDaniels, Jordan Shackle have been great freshmen. Cam Brooks came back in the last game, senior day, played great. Nolan Naraines had a great 5 or 6 game stretch. You know, Max Montana is capable of getting hot from 3 in any of these games. Jeremy Hemsley, you know, who's been starting and then off the bench, is playing with such high energy. You know, so I've got a deep bench too. So that's the beauty of it. I'll use them in every game, but if we advance far enough into the tournament, hopefully that will keep our legs fresh in the later stages.
Coach, what's the saying? It's tough to beat a team, is it 3 times?
Tough to beat a team 3 times. So, yeah, you know, there's a saying for everything. So, obviously, they've beaten us 3 times in a row. They beat us last year at our place and then twice this year. So, we've had real competitive games with Fresno. And, you know, it's always an exciting matchup with them. And, like I said, they've been playing good basketball. They had to catch their breath a little bit. They lost their starting point guard. John Hopkins hurt his foot in the Wyoming game just a couple of weeks ago, and he's out for the season. So they're making adjustments. They're playing a little different. You know, maybe got a better shooter on the floor, but they miss him. So, you know, Rodney's had a week or 2 now to readjust the team, and they're playing a little better right now, obviously.
Hey, Dutch, how hungry is this program to get back to postseason after completely missing it last year?
We want to get back into the NCAA tournament. I mean, that's everybody's goal. That's everybody's dream when you play basketball. You want to sit on Selection Sunday and see your name pulled up. You know, we did that 6 straight years and could have easily done it 7. I mean, we finished 16-2 in the conference 2 years ago and didn't go. Lost in the championship game. So it's a fine line. Last year we fell off a little, but I feel like we're playing really good basketball now. And like I said, the years we were winning the regular season, we got beat twice in the championship game, or 3. I know Wyoming beat us 1 year, and then Fresno beat us 1 year. We got all the way to the championship, and then last year lost in the semis. So maybe this is our path this year. Maybe it's playing good basketball like some of the Aztec teams, like Randy Holcomb, his team with Al Fox and that group. You know, we played well at the end and won the Mountain West tournament and made it. So you don't have to win the regular season to have a chance to go to the NCAA tournament. And that's the beauty of these conference tournaments, that anybody can get hot at the end of the year and win these things. So we have as good opportunity as anybody.
With so many young guys, how do you mentally prepare them to say, you know, for the tournament, because it is the one and done kind of thing? Because you talk about your deep bench, but there's a lot of new guys on your bench.
Yeah, the thing I like about my freshmen is they're all state champions. Jalen McDaniels went undefeated his senior year of high school, and they won the state title. Jordan Shackle won the state title for Bishop Montgomery. Matt Mitchell won a state title last year up for Roosevelt. And so they're used to playing winning basketball at crunch time. And so even though they're freshmen, they've come from winning programs and winning teams. And they played a full season with us, and so I would be surprised if they played with any nervousness at all.
Do you coach a little bit differently in the conference tournament because of the back-to-back-to-back format and having a deep bench?
No, you know, I'll just play my normal rotations. That's the thing of being in a rhythm right now. I don't want to do anything to switch up the rotation. I don't want to get nervous and say, well, I'm going to go to a shorter bench right now. You know, obviously, you know, when Nolan was playing great, we rolled with him. Cam started the last game, was playing good, so I went back with Cam. And so just to be true to myself and true to the way it's been all year, if you're playing well or you're practicing well, you're going to be on the floor. You know, there is no entitlement. You're playing based on your performance. And so the guys that are out there will be the guys that are performing well. And they'll all get minutes, and what they do with those minutes will either extend them or shorten them based on how they play.
Does that mean Cam, Mike, a few more minutes based on the last game against Nevada?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Cam played well enough to deserve more minutes. So, and that's not to say when I played Nolan that he didn't play well, but Cam played better. And I think there were stretches when you watched Nolan come in earlier in the year and he scored 16 or 18 points in a game, and he played a 4 or 5 great stretch. And so he'll get his rotation too, and if he's playing better, then he'll claim some of those minutes. So obviously guys I want on the floor a lot are Trey and Malik. You know, those guys, I'd like to keep them on the floor longer. So unless they get in foul trouble, you know, I'd like them on the floor, my seniors.
What is it about Fresno? Because they got you pretty good up there, and then it was closer here. What was it this year about Fresno against you guys?
Yeah, the first game at our place, I think we all remember that one. It was close. We had a lead. They fought back. And then Malik got hit in the midsection with 5 to go and didn't come back in the game. So he didn't play the last 5 minutes of a close game. I think that hurt us some. You know, and then we had a runner with maybe a 10, 12 seconds to go in the game. We missed it. So it was a one-possession game. At their place, it was close for a while, but we got in foul trouble. Both Malik and Jalen were on the bench. Trey Kell was injured, did not play. So we were shorthanded, and they got on a roll. And like teams do at home sometimes, like we've done to teams here, you know, they ran us. They ran us off the floor in the second half. And so looking back, that might have been a good thing. That's where the streak started. You know, after we went to Fresno and Nevada and got beat by double digits in both games, we kind of came back, retooled, refocused, and we've been on a nice win streak since then. So, you know, there are no magic answers. You know, we just have to do a few things better. First of all, we have to take care of the ball. You know, I think we had 13 first-half turnovers at Fresno, and that's not going to win it anywhere. So we have to take care of the ball. We have to make the right plays, and we have to guard at a high level.
Can you talk a little bit more about what it's going to mean to have Trey Kell back for this game against Fresno and doing better for the tournament?
Yeah, I think Trey is leading the country in the last 6 games in a assist-to-turnover ratio. I think he's gotten the high 50 assists and maybe only 3 turnovers. So you put the ball in his hands, and he makes the right play. You know, and it's if they don't double team him like they didn't at the end of Nevada when he had that little pull-up jump shot, he made it. And if he draws 2 defenders, he finds the open man. And so he just seems to make the right play at the right time. So we'll give him that opportunity to do that in Vegas. And if he does, we'll continue to play for a while.
he came out as a shooting guard. So is he a point guard now? I mean, when he came out of high school, he was basically a shooting guard now.
Yeah, Trey came out of high school as a shooting guard, but his freshman year for us, he started at the point for a while. You know, so he's a player. So because you don't bring the ball up doesn't mean you don't get the ball screen to make the play. So Devin brings the ball up, and we'll run screens for Devin, but I've got plays where Devin gets it up, we run a reversal, and then we run a play for Trey to let him make some decisions. And I think a lot of the lob dunks and all that stuff you're seeing are from Trey. You know, he sees a lot of those things. So I don't think he goes into the game saying, I'm going to get 8 assists. I think he just goes in the game saying, I'm going to find the right play. So if it's a shot, it's a shot. If it's a pass, it's a pass. And that's the comfort of having a senior with the ball in his hands down the stretch.
With Jerron being out, what players are you really keying in on for Fresno State, like Deshaun? Nate Grimes is a player who hasn't really done much this season, but against you guys, he's had 2 really good games.
Yeah, Nate Grimes has played well. I mean, Jamal Taylor's now starting, and he's an exceptional shooter. He's a little smaller, but he really shoots the ball. And then Deshaun Taylor, obviously he's a first-team all-conference player. He can score the ball. So their guards can shoot it, and they've got bigs that can play inside. Bryson Williams is as good a young big as there is in the conference. And then they got Carter and Grimes, and so they've got size, they've got shooting ability, they guard hard, they're well coached. You know, they played in the conference championship game last year and lost, I think, was it a championship? No, the semis they lost Nevada in a close game, and they had beaten Nevada twice last year. So, you know, they're used to winning. They've got veteran guards back, a veteran team, so they're not going to be in awe of the moment either. They're like us. They're going in expecting to win the conference tournament, and rightfully so. They've had a good year, and they've got a very good team.